Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. Where beneath the blue suburban skies I sit and meanwhile back.
Hello, my name is Penny Lane, welcoming you to our online radio show. Today I will be introducing you to a celebrity guest, the powerhouse behind our show, Miss La Rancherita. Hello and welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you for asking. Now tell us a little bit about yourself. Now here it says that you're a singing artist as well as a TV show hostess. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, let me tell you, I started really training since I started at 4 years old. My older brother heard me sing one time. Back in the day, we used to go, work out in the fields. And I got this... I got working on the fields and I just got this hoe. So I started hoeing and I used that as my microphone.
Very well, very well. And it also says here that you were at the age of 6, or is that correct? 6? You started in Buscando las Estrellas?
Yes. Back in the day, it was, and I'm saying back in the day because it has been a while, there was this program from all the way from Mexico, and here locally they had Buscando Estrellas, and we had the host was Ruben Benavides, which is a very well-known host, and so there was this they would put together, with a band, live band, and they told me that there was going to be a contest with vocalistas cantando, and so I went there to my surprise. I was just 6 years old. Like I said, my brother had already been teaching me when he heard me singing in the field songs. He learned that I had a talent, and he believed on that. And so my aunt, I had an aunt in the family that she really motivated me, and she was the one that made it possible for me to go. And I went that night, and I tried out for one song that I really liked. And I won first prize, so I won some gifts and also an opportunity to go all the way to Monterrey, Mexico, to go record an LP at the time.
Wow, and so that was the start of your career. Now, let me get this straight. Buscando las Estrellas, so that the people out there listening understand, it would be a former way of the modern American Idol.
Yes,
everybody out
exactly.
there. So this was years ago. It was probably the very first, way ahead of its time, considering it wasn't until very many years later that American Idol came out. So that's very interesting for people out there, because I know American Idol is a big, big thing, and to know that you started in something similar to that is probably very interesting to our audience.
Yeah, what's so amazing is that back then they had me, not only did I win that prize, and also they had me to go live, radio live. So here I am at 6 years old, singing in front of a microphone, live, singing the song that I sang on that night that I won that contest, singing contest. And so then the same person that was a DJ back in the day, Rogelio Boteo Rios, then he later in the years to come, when I was recording everything, he would have me on his Channel 4.
Which would be a channel station in the South Texas area, Rio Grande Valley. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And his show, he was buscando aquí Rogelio. And so I come back with some people, that saw me growing up as a singing
Your
artist.
Introduction into your stardom, so to speak.
Yeah, and I did everything. So from there, I continue on traveling and going locally a lot of local. I did a lot of local, and in the Latino world in Mexico, they are used to weddings, quinceañeras, and all that. So and special events y todo eso. So I would attend and just go sing because it was just my love. I had a love for music, and I still do to this day. So later in the years to come, I learned radio and I learned TV.
Wow.
So now I thank God that today now I am the owner of this radio station.
Wow, and that's very well. I'd like everybody to know that this is all self-taught experience for Ms. La Rancherita, which is a great accomplishment considering her background. Like she said, she worked in the fields, but she also took care of her many brothers and sisters. Grew up in a very small home, a low
Very
income
humble home, yes.
and so to reach the level of success that you've gotten up to date is extraordinary, and I gotta commend you for that.
Amen to that.
Also,
Thank you.
because it says here that you are also a single mother. You accomplished quite a bit in your first marriage, and then you got divorced and basically did it all on your own up to now.
Yes, I didn't really. I did and I didn't really understand how important education is until I got divorced. I realized that what am I going to do? I didn't even have my GED at the time. So when I got divorced with my 3 kids, I got divorced from their dad, and I was left with 3 kids. Let me rephrase that.
Okay. You didn't divorce your 3 kids.
No, I don't advise that you divorce your kids. But it was hard for me because then I said, I went to apply for jobs. I didn't have the education nor a lot of the experience I didn't at the time, because I really was just, my experience was just singing. That was it. It's just being a mom, a wife, and a singer. And it was just a God-given talent, you could say. And so I put myself through school, and I said, I want to go into business. So I went through school to college. I got my GED and went to college for 2 years. Got the basics, what I needed to to enhance me and help me.
Your skills.
Yeah.
Well, everybody out there, to all our young people, stay in school. You've heard it from Ms.
That's
La
very
Rancherita.
important,
That's
yeah.
some very good advice. You find yourself in a situation where you don't have the educations or the skills.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's as talented as you are. However, there are talents. Everybody has one.
Yes.
But staying in school is a good idea. Okay, now I'd like to go on to talk about your future plans. What is it that you're planning? What can we look forward to in the near future? Just give us an idea.
Well, I really am, you could say I'm making like a comeback. What I did, I paused myself for a while. I did have a TV program for a number of years. It was local and part of Mexico. Was called La Rancherita and Friends. Now, before that, let me go a little back. Before that, I was well known in a band called El Grupo Inspiración. Now, that was more in the gospel side. And I had some hit songs like in Guatemala, San Salvador, Mexico, por allá. And local. I had a hit song local in la tocaban mucho in KIWW at the time, back in the 80s. Se llamaba La Rancherita. The song was La Rancherita. So it was so popular locally that this program called Johnny Canales, they had me to come to their TV program. So I sang La Rancherita, and that's how he is the one that named me La Rancherita,
So it kind of
because
stuck.
of the song.
Interesting. And now
Yeah.
I do understand that song is kind of your life story, a biography in song, so to speak. And that's true.
Yes, and it was, like I said, it was real popular, and that opened a lot of doors where years to come, not till 1997, I believe, was July the 4th of 1997, I started my new show, La Rancherita and Friends. And I was on the air since 1997 all up to 2004.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. And
Yeah.
again, that is in the South Texas area, Rio Grande Valley into
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yes.
Sometimes satellites all over the world, but mostly your community would be in that area where you participate
Yes,
with,
yes.
with your hometown and surrounding areas. Just so
Yeah.
everybody out there listening knows where,
Yeah.
when you say locally, that's local.
Yeah, and the only thing that I do know is that through song, and I did make a lot of independent sales, and all that. So some people out there might, I hope they still remember me.
I'm sure they do. You're a powerhouse. I'm sure they could not forget you. But also, I myself have worked with you before, which I enjoyed very much. And I know we've gone to a lot of interesting places and met a lot of interesting people. Can you tell us about, for instance, the time that you were in Los Angeles, some important people you met, like
Well, I went to this film festival that Mr. Eddie or James Olmos, would
Edward James
Yeah,
Olmos.
he would invite me, and I was there. I got to meet him, and I got to meet his cousin, and we were invited there, and they had us to stay, for their little barbecue that they have. Like, like we all know, there's always barbecues in the Latino world. So it was
Yes.
for Latinos. There was other well-known figures there, and that's one. I got to meet also people that came to film here in McAllen not too long ago, about couple of maybe 3 years ago.
One of them would have been Damien
Chapa
Chapa,
and,
also known
Mr.
as Miklo in the movie Bound by Honor, or Blood In, Blood Out.
Blood in, blood out, yeah. And also Mr. Estevez, Joe Estevez, which I'm still connected to them, and I still either text them or I call them, once in a while. I'm still connected to them.
Well, that's very good, very interesting. So you've actually gotten to accomplish quite a bit for your career, met some very interesting people. What are your goals? What is it that you plan on doing next? Do you plan on working locally? Will you be traveling? What can we look forward to?
Well, I've connected to the founders of the iPoint TV, and I'm going to be airing my TV shows, my new beginnings there for now, for starters, because it's a well-known, also through the internet TV station.
Oh, wow,
It's
that's
a network,
interesting.
and I'm going to be filming, and what I'm going to do is go back into what I was doing, which is going into concerts and filming big top artists such as
And interviewing them and whatnot.
yes, because I had a lot of well-known artistas en la música.
Can you just name us a few so that we can get an
Pues,
idea of what
por
to look
ejemplo,
forward to?
tuve a Los Chamacos, Jaime de Anda. He was on my TV program. I just spoke last week with the sidekick, the little Joey La Familia.
Wow.
I want to go. I've had Ramon Ayala. I had music videos, a lot of music videos of top artists.
Wow,
on
and
TV.
these are good names, large and important people in the
Yeah.
Tejano industry, and that's really, really fascinating. I find that interesting. So this would be around after the beginning of the year, I take it.
Right, yeah, right now estamos
It's in the
preparando
works.
todo, yes. We're going to start really going, filming and all that in the beginning of this next year.
Okay, well, right now we're going to go ahead and put on that song, La Rancherita, the one we were just talking about, and I hope everybody out there likes it.
Yo nací en una casita, en un ranchito, a una familia que no conocía de Dios. Yo crecí en un ambiente muy perdido y crecí con mucho odio y sin amor. Cuando fui joven yo me fui a la ciudad, donde probé de muchas drogas y el alcohol, todas las cosas que los jóvenes ahora hacen, las hice todas y hasta la vida me quise quitar. Cuando salí del hospital volví al ranchito, donde conocí a este hombre compositor. Como siempre quería cantar, me junté con él y los dos juntos empezamos a cantar. Había dinero, sí, pero no éramos felices. hacía más peor. Él trató de cambiarme, pero no pudo, y decidió llevarme a un templo en busca de Dios. Y una noche algo hermoso pasó. Yo invité a Jesucristo a mi corazón. Por si eso fuera poco, gracias Cristo. Salvo a mi esposo y ahora juntos servimos a Dios. Salvo a mi esposo y ahora juntos servimos a Dios.
Welcome back. I'm here with Miss La Rancherita, and that was her song, her biography song, La Rancherita. We're going to go ahead and talk about your next song, also very well written, well done by yourself, right? Puro Tejano, it's called?
Well, yeah, I sang it, yes, but it was a great composer that wrote it for me. And it really, when my dad passed away, you know, I felt in my heart that I should sing a song in memory, not just for him, but in memory of many trabajadores that worked and labored and made a hard living for their, like you said, many kids. Back in the day, I don't know, they had no TV.
So they had to find something else to do. That's
Yeah,
funny.
so they produced babies, many. And this song platica a little bit of the hardworking out there people that are earning, honestly, you know, $1 in their pocket. Well, we would like to say today many dollars, but, you know, it was a good song. And it was, like I said, in memory of him.
Well, there you have it, inspired by the memory of your father, the song Puro Tejano. Now, it also features, I noticed, and everybody else will hear it as soon as I play it, but it features your trademark grito, which you're very well known for. I know that you, in previous recordings and in your live shows, you do it a lot.
Yes, I logré eso as a child growing up, you know, and then in my teens somewhere, I se me inspiró con, if you're hearing Little Joe y La Familia, se me inspiró, the inspiration came from hearing him so with heart gritando. So I started doing the grito, and it just comes when I sing, and my joyful, just the grito comes out, and you're going to be hearing it in this next song. But I also wanted to let the audience know that my son was the one that wrote this song, Puro Tejano. He's a composer, good engineers, helped me with produce music and all, and he produced this song. Very good. Le inspiré, you know, I told him the story of it, and he put it in words, and that's the melody and everything.
Okay, well, let's hear this song, Puro Tejano.
Esta canción la dedico para todo el tejano hispano.
onda tejana, tropical y también ranchera. Tropical y también ranchera. Me enseñaron a ser alegre con la música variada, música country, onda tejana, tropical y también ranchera.
Wow, that is such a good song. Every time I hear it, I enjoy it so much. Okay, well, going back just a little bit, you were mentioning that you've had actually several hit songs, but the one that interests me right now is the one that, if I'm not mistaken, was a hit in Guatemala for about 15 or 16 weeks. Am I correct?
Yes, actually, I used to support this ministry. This lady, she was a missionary, and I would always give her my cassettes. Back then, were cassettes, and I would always give her a whole bunch of them, and I would tell her, "Look here, you sell them, do whatever you want. It's your thing, go over there." And it was a form of helping her, to pursue with her mission. And unfortunately, she got in one of the trips. She got killed. She had a plane wreck, and
that's so sad.
Yeah, but she carried on a mission over there. But during that time that I gave her those cassettes, she took in her heart just to go and give cassettes out to radio stations in Guatemala. And then she tells me, Rancherita, I went and took those tapes for you, and there for the past 16 weeks they have been a hit. The whole cassette became a hit over there.
Wow, and that would be the self-titled album, Que el Diablo va el Diablo, and here's the song for your enjoyment.
Después de tanto tiempo que anduve yo ciega, adorando imágenes y no a mi Jehová, por fin abrí los ojos y ahora no reniego, aunque tengo problemas también felicidad, aunque la gente diga qué pasó con tu Jehová, ahora que estás caída no te viene ni a ver. Enojado no me deje caminar, yo seguiré adelante, conmigo no ha de poder, porque yo estoy con Cristo y Cristo siempre ha de ganar. Que el diablo vaya al diablo, a mí no me va a vencer. Después de tanto tiempo que anduve yo ciega, adorando imágenes y no a mi Jehová, enojado no me deje caminar. Yo seguiré adelante, conmigo no ha de poder, porque yo estoy con Cristo y Cristo siempre ha de ganar. Que el diablo vaya al diablo, a mí no me va a vencer.
And that was another hit single by La Rancherita. Welcome back for those of you just tuning into our show. I have the special guest, La Rancherita, today. If you'd like to get any of her songs that you've heard on the Penny Lane Show, she's going to go ahead and give you the information.
Yes, muchas gracias por haber estado con nosotros. Those of you that would like my songs, you can email me at hildireyna@gmail.com, HILDIREYNA@gmail.com. O me pueden escribir, or you can write me at P.O. Box 115, Lozano, Texas 78568. Me pueden escribir al postal 115, Lozano, Texas 78568. Que Dios los bendiga.
And thank you for tuning in to the Penny Lane Show. I'm going to be going and closing out with La Rancherita's latest single, Southern Nights.
I write you this letter to let you know your daughter said she loved you so. I'm sorry to say this, but she's not coming home. She spoke of you highly, and she fought with bravery. She is now at a better place. This I know. Sincerely, squad leader.
The Penny Lane Show has been brought to you by La Rancherita and Friends.